I mean, it'll get us through the next couple of days, but definitely need to get to the grocery store. For sure.
What?
Those are kitchen scraps for the trash. Okay, so I did a quick grocery trip today just to kind of get us to the end of the month, and then we can I have a monthly menu plan that I'm making a detailed grocery list. Hopefully I can do a once a month shopping trip. That's the goal. And again, this was kind of a filler plus some extras. So this is just to again get us through the end of the month. Chicken soup with all of those chicken drumsticks we have. So I got 2 fennels. This really does make a delicious broth, and we really like the taste. So I got 2. Hopefully I can make a pretty big batch and then use some of the broth and can it for a later date. We'll see. We picked up one of these. The Aldi has been out, and this is about 50 cents more. Nice little snack for our family. I got 1 bunch of beets. They're good for like side dishes. I have 3 little ones. They're not enough for everybody. So I'm going to try actually seeing how well these cook in the Instapot. I mean, if potatoes work really well, then beets should work really well, right? So that's going to be something I do. And then I'm going to use these greens for like lentil soup and whatnot. I have 1 basil. I've needed it a couple times and I saw it, and so I grabbed it. They had some of these organic mushrooms on sale, and mushrooms are my one weakness, so I grabbed that. We are out of onions, even the ones in my freezer completely out, so I have a bag of onions. I'm going to go put this away. This was Myers, and then we did Aldi because Myers is the only place I can find the fennel. And here we go for Aldi. Okay, so I have 2 dozen eggs here. I have 1 of these. I know the oat milk that my daughter uses for her coffee is low, so I just grabbed an oat milk creamer. Speaking of daughter, this is a snack for her that I know she can do. So grabbed that. Grabbed a cucumber. My son, who doesn't know his own strength, just busted it. Thing of butterscotch. I'm going to be making some muffins. I picked up 1 thing of cheese for taco night. This was not on the list, but they were $2 off, so I got each of these for $1.69. I'm going to throw them into the freezer, and they will work for the chicken barbecue sandwiches. So that'll be fantastic. I grabbed a couple more of these. This is what we do for snow ice cream. Literally, it's just a mixer full of snow. 1 of these, and it's a very nice treat. I saw this and I liked what was in it, and so I grabbed it because we are going through tea like nobody's business, and one of my sons is really enjoying these types of blends, like the lemongrass, licorice. So I thought he might enjoy that. For me, for another daughter, got some veggies just to kind of tide us over. I did not see any Greek yogurt there to kind of like make our own ranch. So I went for this one for us, and then my daughter, who's not doing any dairy, this has no dairy. Contains egg. So grab that one for her. That's her favorite anyways. Fantastic. Grabbed 1 can of olive oil and 1 thing of mustard. So between Myers and Aldi, it was about $80 for both. It did include for Meijer about $12 of clearance clothing. There was a turtleneck shirt, a really nice skirt, and a pair of looser fitting pants for my 10-year-old daughter. And so we grabbed those. Pants were kind of a need. The shirt and skirt weren't so much, but yeah, ended up doing it anyway because it was really cute. So, and it was cheaper than what I could get at the thrift store. So we kind of did that. She fell in love with it. We went for it. I'm making excuses now, so I'm just going to stop. All right, so that's it for today's video. Here again is the meal plan for till next Thursday, which is a week from today. Alright, so I'm editing the video, and this morning we went to a brief pop-up pantry right around the corner. To understand pop-up pantries, it's helpful for me to let you know that a lot of these are like donated foods. You don't know what you're going to get, and anyway, it was just a smaller one. It was actually held in the mobile home park that's next to us, and nice family kind of trying to get help to those in need. So let me show you what I got, and we're going to add that to this whole video because I'll be trying to utilize these in my food rotation this week. Alright, so there is a food blessing box at the Lutheran Church down the road from us. A food blessing box is basically this wooden, almost looks like a free little library, but people can donate food or pull from food as they needed. In the mobile food pop-up pantry that I went to this morning, they had 2 cases of Rockstar, and that's not something I want in my house. My boys would definitely like to drink it. I do not want them drinking it. So my first stop was to that food blessing box to donate those to somebody else that would benefit greater from that. And in that food blessing box there were these 2 jelly cranberry sauce. They expired, or had a best buy, or whatever you want to do, March 2023. So it was time to use them up, and these are the only way that we like cranberry sauce. I do not like the other stuff. So I'll put these on the shelf. This would be really good with burgers. I know that some roasts use these. So anyway, grab those. And then the rest of this is from that pop-up pantry. So we have 2 cans of collard greens. This would work in that lentil soup that I shared with you guys last week, I think, when I did the food pantry. A sack of potatoes, which is nice because that's what's left of all the potatoes that I had. Those are beet greens, but that's all that's left because they were moldy, or going moldy. So we needed to use up the last 2 bags really quickly. So you can kind of see these are definitely ones that we need to get to sooner rather than later. So we have that, and then we have 2 pounds of ground pork. So even right here, if you're trying to just, and a gallon of milk and some Powerade, which looks like a couple of kids already got into. We require the kids to split these. If they're going to drink it, they need to drink half. And a gallon of milk, 2%. Okay, so again, trying to share with you what you could make. Right here, you could do a spin-off of that zuppa tusana. So you can do the potato soup with your ground pork, your milk, and this could be your spinach for the zuppa tusana. If you need bacon bits, they are, I want to say, they used to be $1.25, and I think they're $1.69 now. But just grab one of these instead of buying bacon. Grab one of these from Aldi. Again, $1.69. And then you could have zuppa tusana for the rest of the week as your meals quite easily. So I will add this to the grocery haul, and I wanted to add something to this small mobile food pantry haul. My sister is in California, and she just recently bought her first home, kind of doing the whole adult living on her own thing. And we were talking not too long ago, and she was saying how she didn't realize that when she was in Indiana, just how much the mobile food pantry hauls were helping their weekly food budget. Now remember at that time there was two of them living there. She didn't take a whole lot of food. Like it's not like she took a whole portion for herself. She just took things that she knew that she could use and utilize. So the fact that she said that she is noticing just within the food budget, not only living in California, but also too how much that food provided, even little bits at a time, and how much that little bits added up. It's the same thing here. This may not be enough to sustain you for the whole week until the next pop-up pantry you can find. It may not be enough, but unless the gasoline is going to cost more than it would be to go to the grocery store and just purchase it. Just think about all these little things that are helping, and those little things adding up. Like I said, this one was around the corner from me. There was another one today that was 30 minutes away. I decided that the gas and time in that was probably not beneficial to me, so did not end up doing that. But what I have here is going to help us stretch food just a little bit more and all of that. And so I want to encourage you, don't despair when it's just maybe small amounts or things that you're not really sure if it will sustain your family long term. It's not about you never having to go to the grocery store anymore. It's just to help you stretch your grocery budget a little bit further. I will end here and thank you again for watching, because I know that your time is valuable and I appreciate you spending a little bit of that with me.